Hey, this is Danny from Made of Metal, aka Britain's strongest drummer, and I am excited because this coming weekend we have the official Strongman Games. This is the world's strongest man, world's strongest woman for weight class athletes. It covers all the weight classes across both strongman and strongwoman. It will incorporate 7 grueling events. It's going to be awesome to watch, and you can live stream it on officialstrongman.com. Now in this video I am going to be concentrating on the weight class that is nearest and dearest to my heart. That is the under 80 kilogram men. I would love to do a video covering all of the weight classes, but there's like 42 men in the under 80 kilogram class alone and something like 300 athletes across the entire weekend. So I hope you'll forgive me for not branching too far outside the under 80 kilogram men, but I know it's going to be incredible to watch either way. What's really cool is we have athletes from across the globe in the under 80 kilogram class. We have athletes from Australia, China, South Korea, Norway, Finland, as well as obviously the UK and the US. So let's remind ourselves of the top 10 athletes from last year's official Strongman Games. In reverse order, we have Ross Remillard, Nate Green, Dean McVie, the only non-US finalist last year, CJ Kraus, Mason Cupp, Dylan Thompson, Richie Stout, and the top 3 making the podium: in 3rd place, Andrew Haynes, 2nd place, Tommy Lavelle, 1st place, Rich Panganaban. So first event on day 1, we have the Viking press, which is a 120 kilogram implement, as many reps as possible in 60 seconds. Now I've seen lots of training videos with funky setups for this particular event, because it became apparent quite quickly that no 2 Viking press implements are created equal. So 120 kilograms on one may feel completely different to 120 kilograms on another. So I think what most of the guys have been doing is just been getting used to heavy Viking press 4 reps and seeing what it feels like on the day. So hopefully we see some good performances and we see lots of reps. Second event on day 1, we have the farmer's walk, which is a 260 pound handle in each hand, carried 100 feet. That's 50 feet, drop, turn, back another 50 feet, into a 290 pound handle in each hand for a further 50 feet. That's 150 feet in total, 60-second time limit. I think the key for this is going to be a fast first 100 feet, because I don't think 260 pounds, about 118 kilograms per hand, is too challenging a weight for guys of this caliber, but that last 50 feet is really going to fatigue your grip. You're jumping up from 118 kilograms, 260 pounds, to 290 pounds, 131.5 kilograms. So that could trip hopefully not literally trip a couple of people up. The opening event of day 2 is the axle deadlift 4 reps, 550 pounds or 249.5 kilograms, no suits, for I believe it's a 60-second time limit. So I believe this deadlift will be from a standard height, but the bar will be set on tyres, which will mean that controlling the descent of the bar is going to be really important, because those tyres have a tendency to bounce, and if you're not lowering the bar with control, you're just letting gravity do the work, chances are the bar can just bounce a couple of inches to the left or to the right, and then you've got to shuffle, you've got to readjust, lose time, fatigue yourself. So as well as a fast pull, a controlled descent could be a difference maker in this event. It was kind of similar to the Arnold Amateur Log and Deadlift competition from 2021, where they had an axle barbell for reps. I think it was on Pollen's wheels. And yeah, it bounced like crazy, and it really threw some of the athletes off. So it's definitely something to watch out for, because quite clearly rubber tyres are going to bounce a bit more than the metal wheels. And rounding out day 2, we have the event that is going to eliminate 32 athletes. Only the top 10 progress to day 3. We have a sandbag to shoulder. You Americans, you love sandbag to shoulder. I don't get it, but whatever. We've got 5 bags going up in 25 pound increments, starting at 200 pounds and ending at 300 pounds. Now there was a little bit of a social media race between some of the lightweight guys. I think lots of people get involved actually, to see who could load the heaviest bag to their shoulder in the quickest time. And I think I was seeing times of like 4.5 seconds. I'm really sorry, I forget who managed it that quick. I know a lot of guys were really quick, but are they going to manage to do it that quick after doing the 4 bags before? Who knows? Just hope the refereeing on this is consistent. I have seen some competitions over the past year or so that have had either sandbag to shoulder for reps or a series, and reps were given where it looked like the bag was sort of half on the bicep, half on the shoulder, and people were sort of bent over, and it looked, some of the down pulls looked a little bit loose, so hopefully there's none of that. We had enough referee controversy in the under 80 class last year, I think. So as mentioned, only the top 10 athletes will get through to day 3, the first event of which is the car walk, which is making a return from last year. It's 700 pounds or 317.5 kilograms for 50 feet. Now, we saw a lot of fast times last year. I wonder if they can be improved upon this year. Second on day 3, we have an event that I think a lot of the guys are looking forward to. We have a circus dumbbell press series. There's 60 seconds on the clock and the dumbbells start at 120 pounds to 140, 160, finishing at 180 pounds. Now in this lineup, we have some tremendously powerful dumbbell presses. We have some tremendously quick dumbbell presses. So I think potentially we could see something really special here. And finishing off the competition, as we usually do in Strongman, we have a stone series. This is a 6 stone series with the first stone starting at 225 pounds, jumping up to the final stone, 350 pounds, which is close to 160 kilograms, which not that long ago was a world record Atlas stone load for the under 80 kilogram class. So it's going to be a brutal end to the competition, and if I remember correctly, not too many people actually loaded that final stone last year, so we'll see who can manage it this year. So those are the events for your official Strongman Games 2022. Who is going to make up the podium? Well, let's have a look at some of the athletes that I'm expecting to do particularly well over the competition. First up, we are going to talk about Ben Donin from France. He competed in the official Strongman Games last year, but is coming into 2022 a completely different athlete. At the official Strongman Games 2021, Ben actually zeroed the log press event. Since then, he has gone to claim the axle press world record. Not content with just one world record, a few weeks ago, Ben actually set a new deadlift world record as well, at 360 kilograms. Just to put that into perspective, the previous deadlift world record was set at the end of September and was 338.5 kilograms. So Ben added 20 kilograms to an already epic number in the under 80 class. More than that, he also posted a video of himself pressing a world record weight dumbbell. Yes, it was a gym lift, it wasn't in a competition, but it just shows he's got the pressing power, he's got the deadlift strength. He won Clash of the 80s earlier this year. He is definitely going to be looking for top 10. He's going to be looking to make it to the final day, and you know he's going for that podium. It's a pleasure to welcome back Dan Ashcroft to the official Strongman Games after a couple of years absence due to injury. He is a monster overhead, so you know he's going to be loving the dumbbell. He's going to be loving the Viking press. No slouch on the deadlift at all. He broke 300 kilograms at Britain's Strongest Man last year. Oh, it was more than that. I'm really sorry, Dan. I can't quite remember what you managed to pull, but it was definitely in excess of 300. I'm sure it was. Damn. We have the Giant Slayer, CJ Kraus. He made the top 10 last year. He podiumed Clash of the 80s this year. He competed in the Arnold UK log and deadlift competition last year and managed 9 reps on a 255 kilogram axle. So if you managed that last year, we're looking at double digits this year. Come on, man. While we're talking about athletes that occupied the podium at Clash of the 80s, we have Robert Hughes, aka the Stone King. He was the only athlete of that competition to load all of the stones in the final event. He's loving the sandbags. I've seen his training videos on the sandbag to shoulder, so I can't wait to see him perform this weekend. From England, we have Sonny Nash, possibly an unknown name to a lot of people, but I'm sure he's going to leave his mark. He has done one novice competition. His second competition is going to be the official Strongman Games. Good luck to you, man. I can't wait to see what you're able to do. And finally, from Norway, we have Mads Evan Bjorheim, 2 times Norway's strongest under 80. This will be his 3rd time at the official Strongman Games, and this year he took 3rd place at the Arnold European Championships. But Mads, I saw you recently cut your luscious hair off. Are you not worried that that was the source of your power? I mean, I'm sure you're going to do fantastically anyway. Can't wait to see it. Good luck, guys. Now, those are just some of the 42 athletes that make up the under 80 kilogram class at the official Strongman Games. Obviously, you've got Tommy Lavelle, you've got Rich Panganaban, you've got Andrew Haynes, Richie Stout. You've got so many athletes that have the potential to do really well. It's going to be tough to pick a top 3, but I'm going to do it. Okay, my picks for the top 3 are, I think Ben Donen is going to win. I think Rich Panganaban is going to hold on to a podium spot. And I think Dean McVie got 7th last year with a broken foot. The man is coming in full pelt. He wants it. And I think he can do it. There we go. I've committed. I'm probably going to be completely wrong. But Ben Donen, Rich Panganaban, Dean McVie. Maybe not in that order, but let me know what you think. Comments below. Who's going to take it? But if you need something to keep you ticking over until the games begin, Joe Schofield posted up a documentary covering the events of the official Strongman Games 2021 on the official Strongman YouTube channel. It really is a great documentary. I do recommend you go watch it if you haven't already. If you have, watch it again. It's good stuff. So that's going to do it for this Made of Metal preview of the official Strongman Games 2022. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to do well, who you think is going to make the podium, what events you think are going to be the difference makers, and I will be back soon with another video reviewing what happened.